What's up guys, it's Pyrup here, bringing you a guide on QBD. Now I know that I do have fairly high gear, but you can do it in other gear, but it won't be as efficient as what I'm using right now. What I have is I just have Drygol rapiers because they are overpowered and my favorite weapons in game. I have a Tokao Cow, or whatever you call it, as my cape. If you don't have this, you could either use a fire cape, a skill cape, or just obsidian cape, whatever best cape you have. Now with Drygals, you can replace it for other weapons, but trust me, don't bother meleeing if you don't have Drygals because it's not going to work. With your amulet, you can use amulet souls if you really want to pay 20 mil for it. I don't recommend it because it's not too good, like a good boss to use it on. I would use it on Nex or something like that. A Fury, a Saradomin's Whisper, etc. Glory, so and so. Boots and gloves, use Torva, Malevolent. I don't recommend Malevolent, but if you want to use it, go. Actually, I don't know why it's Malevolent. There's not even Malevolent gloves in the game. I'm just using Bandos because it's cheap and it does the job well. If you want to use Torva, you go ahead and use Torva. If you want to use Tetsu, go ahead and just use Tetsu. For my ring, I'm just using this ring because it gives stats and prayer bonus. Actually, it doesn't. No, it doesn't give prayer bonus, but I can teleport with it. So, and your sign, I use a sign of life just in case something happens, something goes wrong. Now this is kind of not a very good setup here for my inventory, but this is my inventory. You can change up how you want, how it suits you. If you want more, if you want to take brews, you can take brews. If you can't use overloads, then use extremes or supers. Yes, overloads is a high requirement. It does require 96 herbal to use, but if you can afford it, go spend your bank on overloads. It is well worth it. Super anti-fires, I think they require 85 or 84. Actually, it's 85 herbal for that. Now, without this, there's no real point to go there because it's just going to be a pain in the ass carrying a normal anti-fire and anti-dragon shield to do the same thing when you can just get this and it does it. Adrenaline potions is optional, you don't have to have it, but it is required, or it is highly recommended if you want to try and get a fast kill. Just drink it up and your adrenaline goes up by 25%. Now, your prayers. I have curses. If you don't have curses, just use either piety for melee or your other melee prayers. Protect item if you want. You could, I think you pray range, but I just soul split. So this is my quick prayers. It's set to turmoil, protect item, and soul split. And that's it for prayers. Your familiar, I just use a war tortoise for the extra food. I can't use yak because I'm only 69 summoning. And your stats, I recommend at least 90 plus in attack and strength. Constitution's optional, just helps if you have high constitution. And defense, higher defense, well, the easier it is, I guess, the less you get hit. Now for penance, for your aura, sorry, I use penance because I have soul split, so I could just heal off soul split. If you don't have soul split, you could use vampirism, but therefore you have to take more prayer pots. But if you get hit a lot, penance is recommended. If you get hit a lot and you can eat up, then it's fine because you don't need to take prayer pots. Your ability bar, just either copy mine or make your own. Make sure if you are using my setup, you put Berserk on there because it will help so much killing it. And to get there, I don't know why I'm showing you this because it's not that hard, because the gear I'm in, high level, shouldn't need to, but it's just an updated version. Let me just teleport there. If you teleport to Port Sarim, and it's literally, I think it's east. I think it's southeast for that. And let me just teleport there. No, it's not. Sorry, my bad. It's northwest. So once you teleport to Port Sarim, you run northwest up here. And here's the cave. You enter the cave past the White Knights. Head south. Oh, sorry, west. And then after you hit this room, head south here. And you do need 50 agility to enter this shortcut, but if you don't, then you just have to run through the whole thing. Once you are here, this is optional, but I do it and I highly recommend doing it. You can build your adrenaline by doing your defensive abilities first, so you don't do damage, and then you just hit it and just kind of work your way up however you want to. Doesn't really matter how you do it, but make sure when you enter the summoning portal, which does require 60 summoning, you should at least have anticipation or freedom ready to use. Otherwise this won't work and you're going to lose adrenaline. A bit of a lag there. Alright, once you have it, I'm just going to finish killing it because no XP waste. Okay, once you finished, once you got full adrenaline, right click enter the room and spam click anticipation or freedom. Okay, once you are in here, you want to run straight to QBD and wait for a while until that goes down to 2 seconds, and then you click it because they make it so you can't stall adrenaline because they're gay. Now I want you to use devotion, put your prayers on, and I was a bit late on that one, my bad. Then you're going to use berserk, and then you're going to use adrenaline potion straight away after you use berserk. Now I have soul split, so I just soul split my life back. I'm actually going to die. I'm not that good. I use assault. After you kill the first phase, you must activate this artifact in order to proceed to the next level or stage or whatever you call it. I forgot to activate penance. That's also another reason why you take prayer pots, just in case if you forget to activate your penance or if you forget to activate your aura, that will assist you in killing QBD. Now, just proceed on to killing QBD and trying to do as much DPS as possible without taking as much damage. She will summon souls occasionally. Once she has summoned it, you must wait a while and move to the left of the soul, so she will shoot that thing out and damage herself or himself. Once you have killed QBD again, you must activate this artifact, artifact 2, and proceed again with the kill. Again, just do as much DPS as possible. Now, if you are praying, you can use devotion. It will help you. You can use deliberate. Use sacrifice will be a good thing. Now, if you do not have super anti-fires, or you do and you just don't feel like taking more damage, try run through these gaps in the firewall. But if you don't have super anti-fires and you don't take anti-dragon shield, then you need to run through it, otherwise you will die. Now, she summons more torch cells. Wait a little bit, click, walk, and they will kill themselves. You must kill the torch souls, my bad, just in case she siphons life points out of them in the last phase, I think it is. Just proceed with this. I know this isn't a very good kill to show you in. I am taking a lot of damage, but I am in Bandos, and it is not a very good DPS or tank gear. That's why if you can afford Tetsu and are willing to pay that much money, you can use Tetsu. Now I'm in the last phase. You want to Zerk if you want to, and do DPS. Now in the last one, you kind of just have to run around and act like an idiot and just focus on killing QBD. Now, I just got signed. I know I'm a noob, but I just want to get this kill over with. Alright, the kill's done. Once you have done the kill, you turn your prayers off, activate the artifact 4, and you have done the kill. Once you are finished, enter the staircase and claim your loots. Hopefully I get something good here, and nothing much. Now, this is a tip here. If you see sourdough brews or rock tails or any sort of food in here, take them with and eat them. A lot of people just bank everything, but if you want to be efficient, take them with. Now, this is useless. I think this is a rare drop table. I have no idea. I don't really know. After you have collected your loot, you bank all. You either bank again or head to the surface. underground surface. Now, I did eat a lot of food that time. I wasn't really paying attention that much. I wasn't really concentrating and doing my best of my ability. But that is a basic. That's a basic kill for my gear. Now, if you do have a lower gear, you want to try play as defensive as possible. Keep using the anticipation and freedom. Try to take as less damage. Use the delimitate to reduce the damage if you hit. Devotion, use as many times as you can. As soon as it's on not on cooldown, use it. If only if you're praying. It doesn't work if you're soul splitting because it must be an overhead prayer. Now, if you do have curses, you can pray. You can deflect if you wish, but I just soul split because it's fun. And yeah, I did get signed and my overloads run out, but you just keep doing this in a cycle. If you can keep going and keep doing this in inventory, like a few kills per inventory, you just get the kill, loot your stuff, come back to this part here and do the same thing. Store your adrenaline. Make sure you use these abilities first. You auto retaliate, provoke, anticipate, and freedom, and just carry on with the kill. Don't proceed into the portal until you have either freedom or anticipate ready so you can spam it so you don't lose adrenaline.